Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into Vernon, Florida for the 2024 NHFA 8-Man Football Championship Tournament. Today, we have for you consolation game number 1. My name is Alex Chasen, joined in by James Shannon. And so far, we are about a few minutes into the first quarter here, 10:40 left in the first quarter. And right now, we have Southern Prep driving down the field here. We're going to get video up for you guys very shortly. They got down midfield, and they are about 7 yards from the end zone. We're going to be doing some radio play-by-play to start off this one for you guys. Like I said, video will be up shortly. I'm Alex Chasen, soon to be joined by James Shannon in this one. A beautiful day for football, and quarterback Corday Williams keeps the ball, and he's taken down. You can hear the fans and the coaches happy about that one for the Coastal Hurricanes. Coaches yelling and happy for that one. And talking to Southern Prep head coach Roland Bell before the game, he was talking about yesterday, what did they do? Relaxation, but also preparation. He noticed a lot of back and forth and talking, and they didn't want that one today. Pass out and taken down at around the 1-yard line.
We do have a flag back here at the 20-yard line. I'm anticipating a sideline warning. Let's see, though.
Welcome into James Shannon on this one.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Illegal formation. 5 men in the backfield against the offense.
In a game like
5-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay third down.
I was wrong.
in a game like this one, it's a consolation game, but you still don't want penalties. How do you keep the mindset of we got to win this, and not just when you get these tough things, not just kind of back down?
Well, you gotta dedicate yourself to fixing the dumb stuff. You gotta fix the little mistakes. The 5 men in the backfield. You can't have that. You can't have that. If you're on the line of scrimmage, your head or a part of your body has to be past the waist of the center. That's the rule. That's the letter of the law. You've got to make sure that if you're a receiver, and you're supposed to be on the line.
Another one, right as we speak.
If you're a receiver.
Snap infraction, offense, 5-yard penalty, replay third down.
Center didn't get it all the way to the quarterback.
If you're a receiver, you have got to look over at your line judge or your down judge, and you've got to make sure that you are lined up correctly, that you're on the line of scrimmage. If you're a lineman and you're one of the guards or something, you got to make sure that you're right on the center.
Corday Williams in the shotgun.
Had a fantastic game on Thursday.
Wide receiver in motion, takes the snap, rolling to the right, throws it up, and it is intercepted. Interception by the Hurricanes by Tristan Yan. He gets his first interception on the day. Ball at around the...
And he's got how many on the season?
There was no defensive
So first,
stats
okay.
for
So
the Hurricanes.
that's a big move there, because Southern Prep started this drive at their own 40, just marched down inside the red zone, and then you turn it over like that. And they turned it over after penalties. So it's the little mistakes that can snowball.
Absolutely. Colin Wood in the shotgun, tosses it out to Josh Ashton Millage. Solid run there to around the 16-yard line. We have an injury on the field here. Each team is going back into their own huddle. And like I mentioned it before, we could not have a better day for football. Could not have a better day. Oh, looks like he's all right. Back up, and the teams are lining up for the snap. Colin Wood in the shotgun. So far today, all shotgun from both sides. Early, so things might change. Giving it to the running back.
Nothing doing there.
Nothing. Jason Knight with the run there.
Yeah, leading rusher for the Coastal Hurricanes this year, if I'm correct.
You are correct. 606 yards on the season for Knight. Big one by Wood, and it's caught.
What a grab. There's a flag.
There's a flag.
It's around the 30-yard line.
Millage with a great catch. Great ball by Colin Wood, but there's a flag on that one. Yes.
Holding. Defense. That penalty is declined. First down.
First down. It's a big one.
And again, you've got offensive penalties for Southern Prep. Now you've got defensive penalties. It's just the little stuff you got to clean up.
And last game, there was an issue of them, John back and forth with each other. You can't have that either so far. Seems quiet. Colin Wood takes a snap. Knight, nothing going there. Not much at all. Going back to what we were talking about earlier, Knight is the leading rusher on the season with 606 yards for the Hurricanes.
But that's not necessarily the strong suit of their offense, and you saw it right there. It's airing the football out. It's putting it up. And
Colin Wood has over 2,000 yards on the season. And if you look across this tournament, there's not too many quarterbacks with that amount of yardage on the year. Timeout by the Hurricanes. They want to retalk up this one.
Timeout. Offense.
One after this will be the Victory Bowl, which another great game as well coming up. Teams are heading back to their respective sides of the ball, ready to line up. Offense is about to get ready, still in shotgun formation. Colin Wood is ready to take the ball, and a different guy is to his side. We have Josh Ashton Millage takes the ball, and he is taken down right. Teams heading back to their huddles. Not much of a gain there, third down here. Very close to that. Interesting formation here. We have Millage with the ball, and he takes off, and he's taken down yet again. No yardage gain on that one. So far, the running attack, they've been trying to implement, that being the Hurricanes, they've been trying to implement it in this game. Not getting too far each attempt. And this is a team, like we mentioned earlier, James and I, that is a pass-heavy offense. Over 2,000 yards for senior quarterback. And so far, just not really airing it out as much as you would see. And speaking of that, Colin Wood has been taken. He's going to the sideline getting some water. And they have number 32, Tristan Young, taking the snap. And he kicks it off. Good roll on that one. And Southern Prep heads back on the field. teams heading back out on the field. Like I just mentioned, the Southern Prep is heading back out, and they're looking to put up a fight. Talking to Coach Bell before this game, they want revenge. First drive was not very revenge feeling, but hey, early, and they're going to put up a fight in this one, absolutely for sure. They just got to find that confidence. That's really what they lost in the first game here. They just lost their confidence, and ultimately they didn't win that one. A lot of silly mistakes, and they're going to look to fix that right now. Quarterback keeps it, and he gets a little free, and but he is taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. Had a little, moves there, a little wiggle move, but not much was going his way.
How come we not made sure we had video? Got to make sure we...
Corday Williams looking at his play calls in the shotgun position, ready to take the snap. Quarterback's lined up, pretty spread. Number 4 in, Corday Williams keeps the ball, and he's going, and he is taken down, but probably one of their bigger gains so far today. Third down is coming up. They're about 4 or 5 yards from that first down marker. Corday Williams in the shotgun still. Josiah Anderson right directly behind him. Calling in motion Caleb Cole. Fakes the handoff to Cole, and Anderson is taken down. No yardage there. So far, both these teams are trying to instill that run, heavy offense, and neither of them are really being able to execute that very well to start this game. Again, both more, you look at Southern Prep, they like to mix it up, but especially for the Hurricanes, definitely a pass-heavy offense, and they were trying to implement the ball. But we have Corday Williams, takes the ball, quarterback keep, and he frees a little bit. He is going, juke move, and he is taken out at around the 40. Great about 20-yard run there for quarterback Corday Williams. Looking at the play sheet there for Corday Williams, we have, as usual, Josiah Anderson behind him, slightly to the right. Out on the right side of the field, we have Caleb Cole to the top. We have, these numbers are hard to see in today's sun, but we do have Robinson, and it is kept. Handed off. No, it was handed off. Very, very quick handoff there. Josiah Anderson with a short run. Second down is coming up. We have guys coming on and off the field for the Hurricanes. They're switching it up. Second down coming up right now. And we're going to see this a lot today. Josiah Williams in the shotgun, slightly behind him to the right. We have, Corday Williams in the shotgun. We have Josiah Anderson slightly behind him and to the right. We have Canarian Robinson coming across. Caleb Cole with the catch. Jukes to the right, jukes to the left, jukes out the Hurricane. That storm away, and we have a touchdown for Southern Prep. Number 8, Caleb Cole. He juked them left and right, sent that storm away from Vernon, Florida, and we have the first touchdown of today's game. 1:57 left in the first quarter here. Beautiful, beautiful day. And if you're just joining us, this is the NHFA Game 1 of the consolation games here, and this is the Sun Bowl, and a beautiful sunny day for that one. Josiah Anderson takes the snap, keeps it, and the extra point is good. We see the hand signals from the Whitecap, and we have 8-0 on the board for Southern Prep, and that is the way they wanted to start this one. Obviously, the first drive didn't go as planned, but this second drive here, they started off a little slow, but they pushed their way through the Hurricanes into the end zone, and they have the lead to start off this one. Still 1:57 left in the first quarter here in Vernon, Florida. Thank you very much for joining us today. We are working on the video aspect of this broadcast, but as of right now, we have the radio play-by-play going on. One thing Coach Bell for Southern Prep talked about with us was that they watched the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight last night. That just shows how they talked about football. There was 5 things that were of importance of him that he did talk about with the team, but it showed how they wanted to be calm. They wanted to relax. They wanted to enjoy some things. Not that that fight was great or anything, but it showed that they wanted to have some fun before a big game today to prove themselves. Although this isn't a championship game, they wanted to prove themselves. Onside kick, and it is almost taken back by Southern Prep, but it is grabbed up by the Coastal Hurricanes. Number 81, Moore, got that one. Fumbled it a little bit, almost taken by Southern Prep, but he does keep that. And what a boot by the referee, sending that ball across the field back. Just moving the ball around the field here, getting a new ball in the field. He booted that one all the way across the field. He should be a punter. That was a good one. The ball is at around the 49-yard line here, very close to midfield. I can almost just say midfield. And here we have the Hurricanes. Collinwood calling out defensive things to look for, and it is tossed to Josh Ashton Millage, and he's taking it, rolling out to the right, and he's going straight. And Ketty, no, there was a horde of Southern Prep they didn't actually touch him, but they were kind of forcing him out of bounds. There was nowhere for him to escape to. Teams move up the field. Sidelines walk with them. And we have a good drive starting for the Coastal Hurricanes. Could this be a tie game very soon? We shall find out. Southern Prep is all ready to go. They're ready to try to make a play here on the defensive side of the ball, and the Hurricanes break out of their huddle. Collinwood talking to his guy on the left side there, Jason Knight. Collinwood calling in motion his wide receiver, and he fakes the pass, and he throws it up. That is what they're known for, in a wide open, Josh Ashton Millage does not make the grab, and he was wide open. Wide open. It's okay, though. They're going to have another opportunity here. But that is what we see from this team. Is that passing attack. Like I mentioned earlier on the broadcast, quarterback Collinwood over 2,000 yards passing on the season. You look at this whole tournament, there's not many teams that compete with that passing attack. Very much one of the biggest pass-heavy offenses we have here down in Florida. 45 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. 8-0, like I mentioned earlier, for Southern Prep. Got the touchdown on the last drive. And the Hurricanes are ready to start this one. Collinwood takes the snap. Good catch there. He's trying to. We have 87 trying to keep it going. Max Boggs, 87. He has a little Gronk in him. He was not being taken down. It's a little bit of a Rob Gronkowski play right there. He did not want down with that one. Good number choice for the kid. Mac Boggs, under his name, he should put Rob Gronkowski because he was not going down. And we do have video back in this one. That is awesome. You guys can visualize this game. Happy to have you guys seeing this beautiful weather here. As you can see the teams getting lined up. And you can see number 1, Collinwood, take the snap. Oh, and another tough drop. Another tough drop for Josh Ashton Millage. That one obviously not as easy to catch as he was under pressure. A few plays prior, he was not under too much pressure, but this one obviously a tough one. As you can see him he was smacking his helmet. Definitely upset about that one. He's going to want that one back. But again, under pressure, couldn't completely grab it in. He's going to try to make up for it right here. Second down, about 12 seconds left on the clock. Wood takes the snap, immediately looks for that hits the ground before it can get to number 32, Tristan Jan. Third down, about 7 seconds left on the clock. Third down here. Jan is coming out, going to the sideline. Coaches are talking to him. Got two coaches talking to him, trying to just keep him up, hype him up, pats him on the chest. Little motivation. So far this drive, Southern Prep has been immediately ready. They're ready to feast on the defensive side. Coastal Hurricanes are taking a little more time in the huddle, trying to get the right play. Colin Wood looking back at the sideline, looking back to the play, and he takes it, throws it up. There's a flag. Yes, you could see that hold all the way up here in the booth. There was definitely a hold by Southern Prep on the back of the jersey there for Logan Wood. I'm assuming that's going to be the call here, but we'll hear from the ref very shortly. Let's see, he's about to speak with us.
Holding. Defense. Half the distance to the goal. Replay third down.
And we get the confirmation from the man himself. Definitely a hold there. Ball gets moved up for the Hurricanes. It's currently third down. Very, very close to the end zone. They're going to want to get this one in there right now. I formation. And it is handed off to, and very close. Handed off to Max Boggs. Almost gets in there.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And the first quarter has come to a conclusion here in Vernon, Florida. 8-0 on the board. Southern Prep leads this one on a beautiful sunny day. Oh, yeah. Welcome back into the second quarter now here in Vernon, Florida for the NHFA consolation game number 1. This is the Sun Bowl, and as you can see, there's not a cloud in the sky. And it looks like the Hurricanes are happy about that one. Looks like a possible penalty on Southern Prep.
For the snap, encroachment, defense. Still fourth down.
And we hear it from the man himself. And they move that ball ever so slightly closer to the end zone. They're ready to do that tush push, and they do. They take one from the Philadelphia Eagles playbook, and they push that one into the end zone there. Touchdown. Take a replay on that one. Beautiful play there. Beautiful push. You see them loving that one. And the two-point conversion. I formation for Colin Wood here. Defense wants to stop this one. They want to keep that lead. He rolls out, tosses it, and he gets the redemption. Josh Ashton Millage dropped 2 touchdowns earlier in this drive, but he gets the redemption, tying up this ball game. We're going to be handing it down to Kate Atchison on the sideline for more about this game. Great drive there. We have a tie ball game here. Can't hear. Thank you very much, Kate, for that one. Sidelines are happy, or not sidelines, excuse me. The Coastal sideline is happy for that one tie game here in Vernon, Florida. Kickoff here, and onside kick, and that one is scooped up by Southern Prep. And we have, ooh, he's going around, he's cutting up the middle. Oh, can this one be taken all the way to the house? And guess what? It is Josiah Anderson takes the onside kick, scoops it up like a snack, and brings the food to the kitchen. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Did not expect that one right there. That's so rare to see on an onside kick. And we saw it. Well, if that says anything about this game, we're going to have a good one the rest of the way. Scoops it up, brings it all the way back, and that cut up the middle, that was key. The defense, obviously trying to attack him, brings it back around, comes around midfield, and he sees the gap, and he just explodes to the end zone. And guess what? He's going to keep it, and he does the same thing, puts that stiff arm up, but he did not need it. There we go. I was wondering, why's the score not right? There we go. The score is correct. It's like he picked it up and got a touchdown, and they only gave him 1 point. But there we go. Scoreboard is fixed. 16-8 for Southern Prep. That's what they want. I mean, now for their defense, they probably don't love it. The defense does not love it. They want their rest. They just had a long coastal Hurricane drive they had to deal with. They're not loving that, right? But on the other side, they have a lead. They have a lead, and maybe that can give the defense, a spark. Like, all right, let's keep our lead. I know we were just on the field. We don't want to deal with this. But, hey, you got the lead. That's some motivation to keep this thing going, keep the Hurricanes away from the end zone. So let's see how this drive starts going. Kickoff is right around the corner here in Vernon, Florida. And welcome to the Sun Bowl of the NHFA Game 1 consolation game here. 16-8, second quarter, 11:37 left. Beautiful day. This is the Sun Bowl, and there's not a cloud in the sky. We could not have anything more perfect. And it is kicked out to the right side there and out of bounds. Of course, that is a penalty. That was a boot. There was power on that one.
Illegal kick out of bounds against the kicking team. By rule, 5 yards will be added to where the ball went out of bounds. It'll be first down.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. And exactly, you do that every time, that's going to be a penalty. And he really booted that. I think he was expecting someone to try to get in front of that, but why not let it go out? Takes 5 more yards. It definitely was a smart play there by the Hurricanes. Ball is on the 40. They're going to try to get over midfield with this one here. Have some movement before the snap. It looks like Southern Prep is happy about that one.
Offense, 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Absolutely. And we move this one back. All right, so it looks like that yardage the Hurricanes got on that out-of-bounds kickoff, and we go back by the 5 yards they gained. And here we go. We have, snap to Millage, and he is taken back. Tough one there, bobbled snap, and the defense just goes right through that like butter, and we have a loss on that one. So far, the Hurricanes gain 5 yards because the out-of-bounds kickoff there by Southern Prep. And then they lose 5 yards on a pre-snap penalty, and then they lose another, 4-ish, maybe 3-ish yards on that bobbled snapping catch. And here we are, second down here for the Hurricanes. Colin Wood, and looks like they're going to pass. They're going back to their bread and butter, and they do pass it, and it is incomplete. Great defense by Southern Prep. Could not be held onto by Max Boggs, but that one there, I believe, I'm kind of on the backside of that play, but I believe that one was tipped and deflected. I love looking at these sidelines here. I'm on the Coastal sideline here, but I love seeing them interact with each other. The coaches talking to the players, hyping them up, keeping them in this game, and I can visualize the same thing on their sideline, but I'm on top of this Coastal sideline. It's awesome seeing the coaches and players interact with each other and hyping each other up throughout this game. Very young game, about 11 minutes left in the second quarter. Colin Wood looks to, and it is great defense, but we have a penalty. Yeah, number 4 put the sword down like he got the clamps. I don't know about that one. That one might be given to the Hurricanes there. Referees trying to figure this one out here. That one looked pretty clean. A little bit of a
Pass interference. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Still third down.
Yeah, a little bit of a pass interference there. Robinson for Southern Prep reached around a little bit. Kept his arms back a little bit. Maybe that would have been a great defensive play. Colin Wood solo, as you can see. Wide receivers spread out to the left and right. Deep ball there, and it is just above the head of Josh Ashton Millage. Incomplete. The passing attack has not, you look at the stats, right? You look at, past games, or if you've seen all the past games for this team, that passing attack is lethal. Just look at the numbers talk for themselves. So far today, there seems to be a little bit of miscommunication, or just maybe not the wide receivers not running the exact route. I don't know. I don't want to say what's happening because I don't exactly know. I'm not on this team. But so far, it looks like there's a little bit of miscommunication going on between receiver, quarterback, or quarterback and tight end. But let's see how this goes. And we have a timeout for Coastal.
Timeout. Offense.
Teams going back to each of their respective sidelines. Coastal coming out to talk to his players. And I don't know if the mic can pick it up, but we have the Coastal fans chanting. And there was a timeout on the field here called by the Hurricanes coaches, respective sides, talking to their respective players. And we're going to go to break. Be back very shortly. Welcome back into Vernon, Florida here for the NHFA Game 1 consolation game. 16-8 lead here for Southern Prep versus the Hurricanes. And about 10:40 left in the second quarter before we head to halftime. Obviously still a bulk of this quarter left to be played. And right now the Hurricanes are trying to drive down the field here. Colin Wood, quarterback, takes it, fakes it, and it is deflected. That is textbook defense there by Southern Prep's Braden Pace. That was great defense. Gets into that passing lane, deflects the ball. Team is happy about that one. And they did what needed to be done. They have a lead, 16-8. They've scored, and they want to keep that one safe, and they did just that. Turnover on downs on that one. And the Southern Prep offense comes back out onto the field. Quarterback Corday Williams looking at his play sheet. Just looking at it again. And we have a flag. Referee calls out, we're playing 9-man football over here. Looks like someone has to come off the field for the
Legal
Coastal
substitution.
Hurricanes.
Defense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Thank you very much, sir. Gotcha. There we go now. Let's play some football now after that flag. Corday Williams keeps it, but then tosses it out to Josiah Anderson, and he has that left side. Toe tap that left side, and he brings that one to the house. This is the football they want to see out of this team. This is what they want, and they did just that. Awesome. Comes out to the left side. Toe taps the sideline a little bit there. Gets to the end zone, gets to the house. Love to see that. There's that replay. And, man, he was close, very close to that sideline. Extremely close. I don't think he could have got any closer. Great replay there. Great job by our field crew down there. Shout out Theodore Fernandez. Great play. And the man who got the touchdown, guess what? He brings it in for the 2-point conversion. Josiah Anderson with that one. But yeah, great job by our field crew on that one. Great job by our camera crew up here. They are killing it, getting the angles for us today. Okay. 24-8 lead here for Southern Prep. And this is what they wanted to do. This is what they wanted. It seemed like talking to Coach Bell before this game that they had their serious talks, but they also enjoyed their fun time yesterday at the beach. And so far, whatever they did, it's working. It's working. They wanted to keep that lead on the defensive side of the ball on that last drive there for the Hurricanes. They did that. They stopped them. Turnover. They get it with pretty good, field position, and they bring that one, couple plays, bring that one to the house for now the 24-8 lead. And there's still that whole sequence took like less than 30 seconds. There's still only 10:19 left in the second quarter. And we are just about ready for kickoff. And here we go. Whoa, a big bounce there. Coastal Hurricanes 55, Caden Mon. Wow, what a bounce there. And then he picks that one up. We have an injury on the field.
Timeout on the field. Injury.
We're going to step aside for this injury timeout. Be back shortly. welcome back into this one here. We just had a quick little play before we brought it back to you guys, just to run up the middle. About yard-ish maybe gained, not much there. But yes, welcome back in. 24-8 lead here for Southern Prep. 9:40 and counting down, of course, in the second quarter. And a miscommunicated snap. Colin Wood takes it, runs back, and he is swallowed up, to say the least, by the Southern Prep defense. They are loving that one. But great sportsmanship there. That's what I love to see. Great sportsmanship by Southern Prep. Lifting up quarterback for Coastal, Colin Wood. Great sportsmanship. Brandon Bell, shout out to him. Lifted up quarterback Colin Wood after taking him down. That's the sportsmanship we want to see down here in Vernon, Florida. It's all for the love of football. That's why we're here. The love for football, the love for competition, of course, but football is key. All right, well, tough break there for the Hurricanes. Sportsmanship is great, but of course you don't want to be taken all the way back. And we have a flag. Snap flag.
For the snap, delay a game. Offense, 5-yard penalty, replay third down.
Yes, sir. And they are pushed back even more. They got a whole field. They have a whole half a field to get this first down pretty much. And incomplete pass there. So far, I mean, the Colin Wood and the Josh Ashton Millage connection has not been quite there we saw in the regular season. It just hasn't really quite been activated. And here we go with the punt. Quarterback comes off, meeting up with coach. And the punt is off. Good air time on that one, and it is out of bounds at about the 15, 16, relatively in that range. And Southern Prep, they are looking to expand on this lead. If you missed the last one, kickoff or onside kickoff, return to the house. 2-point conversion, converted on, all by Josiah Anderson. And they're going to look to try to expand this one even more. And a quick note here, the Hurricanes, they were shut out in their first game down here in Florida. They lost 34-0 to Southern Christian. Obviously, they have 8 points on the board, so obviously that's better than nothing. But their offense has not quite looked to what they're expecting. But now let's transition back here to the Southern Prep offense. And they have Robinson taking it. Great run there. And he just kept going into that sideline. Put that head down, put that shoulder down. And he got that first down for Southern Prep. Coach Bell said the offense wants to get some revenge today, or just the team in general, and the offense has been activated for sure. 1st and 10 for Southern Prep. And the Rangers are fighting today. Defense, offense so far in this first half, they have looked pretty solid. Corday Williams by himself in the back, rolls out to the right, throws it up deep, and guess who? Oh! Guess who almost caught that? It's the man himself, Josiah Anderson. That's about the only thing he's done so far today that was a mental mistake. Other than that, he has been perfect. That's the only mental mistake, but hey, he's going to make up for that one.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the offense. It's a 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
There's a penalty on that one. I didn't even see that flag. It was all the way over to the right side of the field. The play in the game is on the play was coming down the left. Corday Williams looking at his play call on his wrist. Wide receiver in motion, fakes it to Anderson, rolls out, and he is looking for Robinson, and incomplete. 14 was in coverage there for the Coastal Hurricanes. Colson Witt with the disturbance there on the defensive side of the ball. It looked like this drive was going to start off pretty good for Southern Prep, but past few things here, penalty, and then we have that couple drop balls on this drive, actually, or incomplete balls, and they're still sitting on this end of the field. And quarterback tosses it up. Almost intercepted. Colson Witt, the man who caused the disturbance on the last one there, almost intercepts the ball there for the Hurricanes. Everyone's looking at their play sheet there for Southern Prep. They're trying to get ready. Third down here. They want that first down to keep this momentum going in this, almost not flawless, but almost flawless first half here. Corday Williams in the shotgun, lonely back there. Everyone else spread. Calls into motion. And he keeps it. Little juke. Oh, he sends Colson Witt away from him. And they do, of course, get that first down. Great juke move there by Corday Williams. Textbook juke. Something you could do in Madden. But he's doing it in real. He's doing that thing in real life. Offense and defense, switching players. Have a little break in the action here. Catch your breath. Especially for Southern Prep. They've been sitting on this end of the field for a while now, and they still have not lost their drive. But here we go. First down for them. Keeper for Josiah Anderson, and man, he can never not be taken down. And he is that. There we go, taken down at the 20-yard line. But he has had himself a game. After this one, I would love to see the full stat sheet for Josiah Anderson. He has had fantastic play on this field. And of course, that is another first down. 2 first downs now on this drive for Southern Prep. And this one, of course, was a big gain, getting to the complete other 20. Players looking at their play sheets on their wrist, or play calls on their wrist, I should say. Corday Williams in the shotgun. We have Josiah Anderson behind him to the left, and doesn't catch it clean. Passes it out, and he's trying to get out. He gets out, but does not make it too far. Caleb Cole taken down. Good fight, though. Good fight. First guy couldn't do it. Second guy kind of did it. They needed a horde, or I should say a hurricane, to take him down. Corday Williams and his guy Josiah Anderson standing in the backfield. Corday drops his mouthpiece and of course he puts that right back into his mouth. What's the ground? It don't matter. This is football. In motion. And he's running. He looks like he's going to keep it, and he does. Jukes out to the right side, brings it back into the inside, and he's taken out of bounds at around the 5. Quarterback Corday Williams with that one. First down, first and goal. About 5:01. 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. 24-8 lead for Southern Prep. They've had that one for a good bit now. They've had that lead and they've built upon it. And as you can see, they're getting very, very close to build that even more. defense for the Hurricanes. They want this stop. I mean, they want it and they need it. Snap. Handed off to no one other than Josiah Anderson, and he takes that one to the house. He takes that one all the way into the end zone. And, man, he is having him a game. Let's check out the replay on this one. Beautiful handoff, clean, right into the center of the body, and he takes that into the house. And he doesn't even seem like he cares that much. You see him sitting on the ground. He probably wants to catch his breath after doing so much work today. Wants to take a little breather there. And he's going to take a direct snap in this one, and he does. Taking it up the middle. And guess what? He gets that 2-point conversion. Not too much stopping there by the Hurricanes. He had a very, very clean gap to get into the end zone for that 2-point conversion. 32-8 lead here for Southern Prep. They keep building on it. Started off 8-0. Hurricanes tied it at 8-8, and ever since then, Southern Prep kept it going. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in this beautiful, beautiful day here in Vernon, Florida. Kickoff was just done. Little onside kick to the right. And it is scooped up by the Hurricanes. Let's go to Kate Action on the field here with more about this one.
Soon. On Coastal's side, they said that last game they felt like they played less than their potential, and it seems today they're having some similar problems getting the ball rolling. I can hear the coaches telling their players where to clean up, and they seem to be catching on, so we'll see how the rest of this game goes.
Thank you very much, Kate, and you're absolutely right. They get shut out in game one of this tournament, and so far they have 8 points on the board, which is obviously more than 0, but definitely they're still struggling in this one. But yeah, definitely a struggle. They want more than 8 points, especially when you have a Southern Prep offense that is dominating, especially number 7, Josiah Anderson, doing a lot of that scoring so far today. But Hurricanes are ready to play. They're ready to see if they can put some more points on the board. And he does both ways. We have Josiah Anderson with the tackle there for Southern Prep. I don't believe there is an MVP for these consolation games, but so far today, I would put my money on Josiah Anderson if we did do that. But they do all tournament players, and Josiah Anderson would absolutely be in that conversation. Good run there, solid run there by Josh Ashton Millage out to the right side. And it is a first down for the Hurricanes. That's a good way to start off this one. They need to put up some points on the board. No matter how they do it, they got to get there. And right now, before the first half comes to a close, about 3:20 left, they're going to want to get a little closer. Bring the Hurricanes a little closer in this one. Colin Wood, ready to take the snap, brings Logan Wood in motion, and he hands it off to him. Few yard gain there. Not much. But they inched their way closer to where they want to get to. .245 left in the first half here. It is ever slowly, but it's going down closer to the first half. It was a very, very slow beginning of this quarter as Southern Prep kind of slowed down the pace, took a very long drive to get to the end zone on one of their end zone touches. But Hurricanes are ready to try to get a little closer. And Colin Wood, and it's deflected. Josiah Anderson for Southern Prep. The kid is everywhere, especially on offense. Gets through the defense, puts his hands up, deflects that pass by Colin Wood. And so far today, Josiah Anderson is playing great ball. Or I should say superstar ball, not just great ball, superstar ball. It is third down here, and the Hurricanes, after a few solid plays, a couple first downs, they trying to get the ball rolling again. Colin Wood takes it back, throws it up, and Josh Ashton Millage for the touchdown. That's exactly what the Hurricanes needed. Exactly what they needed, and that's what they've done. This is a passing team, and so far today and this weekend hasn't quite looked like it, but that is what we are accustomed to seeing for the Hurricanes. Let's take that replay look. Beautiful ball. And also, what does a quarterback love more than a wide open receiver? I don't think he likes anything else much better than that. Millage creating the great separation there from Southern Prep. Gets pretty much wide open, catches the ball. That is 6. And then right now, looking for that 2-point conversion. Colin Wood takes the snap. Rolls out to the right. Catch Millage, but he drops it, and on top of that, he was just short, even if he did hold that one in. Tough one, midair catch. Would have been taken down at around that 1-yard line. And we are going to head to break. 32 points on the board for Southern Prep as they lead in this one, 32-14. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into this one here. About 2 minutes left in the first half. 32-14 lead for Southern Prep. And this is called the Sun Bowl. That is what the first consolation game is called. And it couldn't be more perfectly said. There's not one single cloud in the sky. And here we go with that kickoff. And it is taken in. And he's rolling out to the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down at the 40-yard line, exactly on the 40-yard line. 2:02 left in the first half. And so far today, Southern Prep's offense has really had zero flaws. There's been a few missed balls here, deep balls, but, I mean, you can kind of just not worry about those when you're executing pretty much all over the place. Defensively, offensively, not so much defensively on the last drive there, obviously letting in the touchdown. But for the most part, great football played, and this is exactly what Coach Bell wanted to see. He's like, we want revenge, and so far today, revenge has been on all their minds as they have put up 32 points on the board, and for the most part, defensively, they have looked really, really good. Robinson in motion, hands it off to Braden Evans. No Josiah Anderson on that one. And we have an injury on the field. He looks like he's going to hop right back up. Braden Evans. He looks like he's good. He's walking off the field. For a second there, looks like he was going to sit down, but he gets up and he is coming off the field. Tough kid, hops right back up, gets off the field. Hopefully he'll be all right, looks pretty solid. He'll get checked out and hopefully return back into this game. And Josiah Anderson comes back in. In motion there, Caleb Cole. And Corday Williams rolls right. Caleb Cole gets the ball, and great yardage there. Gets over midfield, gets to around the 31, 32-ish area, maybe 30. We'll see. Let's see where they spot him here. Closer to that 33-yard line. But it's a first down, and that's really all they care about. As they try to keep their momentum going. Minute 20 left in the first half. They're going to probably bring this one pretty close, if not all the way to the end, as they've been doing pretty long drives so far today. Except, of course, on the kickoff return, they just, boom, brought that one to the house. But yes, Corday Williams rolls out to the left. Throws it up, and ooh, that one was intended for Robinson. Falls right through his hands, right through that bread basket, how they teach you to bring it inside. And drops that one. He walks back. Not too happy on that. But again, not too many mental mistakes. I mean, I could probably count on one hand how many mental mistakes they've had today. And that's a lot better than where they were at this point in the first game here down in Florida, where you could probably count on four hands the amount of mental mistakes they had in the first game. But so far today, can use one hand. 3, 4, maybe 5 mental mistakes. Not too bad if you're Coach Bell. Anderson in motion. Oh, interception! Interception by the Hurricanes. Number 7, Josh Ashton Millage. He's still going. He stays in bounds, and he's going to bring that one all the way home. Wow. The Hurricanes, after all that talking about the positivity of Southern Prep, the Hurricanes now take the ball out of the hands of Southern Prep, get the interception. Looks like he almost got out of bounds, but he did not. Brings it all the way home. Touchdown there. That's exactly what they needed to keep themselves alive in this one. And the tables have turned. The tables have turned. All the positivity so far for Southern Prep, that is awesome. That is amazing. But they just allowed Coastal to get back into this one. And we're going to have still 45 seconds left for Southern Prep to do something on the offensive side of the ball when they get the ball back here shortly, unless Coastal keeps that kick. But it's going to be a very interesting second half and a very close second half. Coastal wants to bring out one of their best plays right now. 32-20. They want to get those 2 points. Make it a 10-point deficit. We were talking about 32-8 10 minutes ago. It's supposed to be it's 32-20. Let's see what happens right now. It's handed off to number 87. And he gets in. Shout out Max Boggs for that one. And it's a 32-22 lead for Southern Prep. But it was just 32-8. About 12 minutes ago on the game clock, 32-8. And we're just going to stay here with you guys with 45 seconds left on the clock before we head into halftime. Coming up at the half, though, we have Kate Atchison talking on the sideline. Atchison talking on the sideline. Stay with us for that. Hear from the coaches coming in and coming out of halftime. Coastal coaches are firing up their squad, and they got to keep that one going because they're right in this one. We were talking about all sorts of things 12 minutes ago, how everything was going right for Southern Prep, even 2 minutes ago. But it is a completely different ball game now. 32-22 lead for them, yes. But it is very, very quickly dwindling, and they're about to kick it right there, out of bounds. Obviously, we know where this one's going. Flag. Let's hear from the ref to confirm that, of course, but obviously out of bounds. It's going to be a flag every time.
Illegal kick out of bounds. Against the offense. By rule, 5 yards will be added to the end of the kick. First down.
Thank you, sir. And yes, 5 yards added. And let's see how they respond here. I mean, they have 45 seconds left. So, I mean, they have time to respond. They've been dominant today. But their last couple drives have not been quite that, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And then also that pick there. All right, they're going to look to respond here. 45 seconds left. Definitely enough time to make some magic happen here for the Rangers. Corday Williams looks at his play calls. Josiah Anderson moves away from behind the quarterback out to the left side or the bottom of your screen there, or a little bit lower on your screen. False starts. Say false start there. And we move back. All right, there's some mistakes here adding up for Southern Prep. Start of this game was great, but right now some things are and the quarterback keeps it. Corday Williams keeps it. He's got the legs, he's got that speed, and he's not being taken down. Brings that one all the way to the house. And there's so many emotions in this one. 1 second I'm saying things are kind of not going the right way. The next second things are going great. But right now we're keeping with the positive that just happened. Touchdown there for Southern Prep. And we do have an injury on the field on the left side of the field here. 30 seconds left. He is out of bounds, so they're probably going to keep this play going. We have a play about to begin. Nope. Ref calls timeout. There's an injury.
Timeout on the field for an injury.
Yeah, we're going to step aside. We'll be right back. When we come back, there'll be 30 seconds left in this first half. Yeah. Welcome back in. 30 seconds left in the first half here. 38-22 lead, and we have that 2-point conversion. And Josiah Anderson, no one other than Josiah Anderson, having himself a game on both sides of the ball, but especially that offensive end. Starting off with a great quarterback keep there by Corday Williams. Gets around to the left side, gets that edge, gets that speed, and boom, into the end zone. And then finished it off with their second superstar on this team, Josiah Anderson, for that 2-point conversion. And 40-22 lead for Southern Prep. The momentum in this game, flip all over the place. I mean, it started off 32-8, but then ever since then, the momentum has gone back and forth. And if that tells us anything for this second half, there's going to be points on the board, and there are going to be big plays made in this second half. But still, 30 seconds left, and the Hurricanes, maybe they're going to put another point on the board. Let's see. And there's a flag. False start. Let's get this confirmed.
For the kick. Encroachment. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. Re-kick.
Re-kick. Re-kick it is. Still 30 seconds left. I feel like I've been saying that for in real time like 5 minutes, but game time, there's 30 seconds left. We have the re-kick ready to go. And it is recovered by Moore. Good recovery there, because a few kicks ago, big bounce. And he let that one go over his head, but not there. He's gotten 2 good ones in a row. Catches that in the chest. Claims the ball. And now 28 seconds left. So we've lost 2 seconds. still plenty of, the way this game has gone, time is not a factor, so there's still plenty of time to put up a touchdown on the board here for the Hurricanes. And who knows, maybe there'll still be time for Southern Prep to do something the way this one has been falling lately in the later half of this first half. Colin Wood solo, wide receiver on the bottom and top of your screen. Timeout Southern Prep. They want to talk things over.
Timeout, offense. That is their last of the half.
Last of the half, heard it from the man himself. And we are going to step away real quick. Both teams going to their respective sides. And 28 seconds left on the clock. Let's see what happens here. Welcome back into this one here. 28 seconds left in the first half, but the Hurricanes look to respond after the Southern Prep touchdown. Colin Wood fires that one. He's got that fire stick, and it is caught by 32 Tristan Yan for the touchdown. You saw Colin Wood back up, put that fire stick on, and launches that. And like I said about 5 minutes ago, maybe there'll be more time for Southern Prep because this has just gone back and forth. This last 60 seconds here in the first half has taken probably, 8 or 10 in real minutes. So who knows what's going to happen in the last 17 seconds here. But first off, we have this 2-point conversion attempt getting ready here for the Hurricanes. 40-28. 40-28 in the first half. Absolutely, they've been keeping this pretty much a 10-point game. Colin Wood takes the snap. Wide open receiver. I'm going to need a replay on that one. They're calling it incomplete on the field. Down on the field, but I would love to see a replay on that one. And I'm sure everyone would. And here we go. Replay is loaded. Colin Wood takes that. Let's see. I don't know. It's hard to see if that ball bounces or not. But they're calling it incomplete, and we have a 40-28 ball game here. Lead is held by Southern Prep. 17 and a half seconds left. But it's really taken like 15 minutes. But we love football. It's a beautiful day out here. Not a cloud in the sky for this Sun Bowl. Couldn't be named anything else more perfect. But let's see. I said it last drive for Southern Prep. Will there be more time on the clock for the Coastal Hurricanes? And there was. So nothing's out of the realm of possibility. There is time now for Southern Prep to put up even more points on the board. Kickoff is getting close to being ready here. And booyah. That is a boot, and it is going to fall out of bounds. And it's a flag a few times today. It's like we know what's going to happen if we kick it out of bounds, but yet it has still been happening. Waiting for the official to give us the official ruling, but we know what it's going to be.
Illegal kick out of bounds. It's kicking team. They've elected to re-kick. 5-yard penalty.
Alrighty, we have a re-kick. But again, it's like this has been happening multiple times today. It's like we know what's going to happen if you kick it out of bounds, but yet it's still been happening.
Timeout. Coastal.
Followed.
That's their last time out of the half.
followed by that, we have the final timeout called by Coastal, and they're probably like, all right, we got to kick this a little smarter because, I mean, back and forth in the end of this first half here, touchdown after touchdown, going back and forth, going bar for bar. And they do not want Southern Prep to have the opportunity here to put up any more points on the board. So that's probably a little bit of what they're talking about right now. You can see the coaches for Southern Prep getting talked to, or excuse me, the players getting talked to by the coaches by Southern Prep on your screen. And they're like, all right, let's put up some more points on the board. Why not? Let's get this to 48-28. Make this a 20-point lead. But now we're going to head back out to the field here. Respective coaches sending their players back onto the field. And again, 17 seconds left. But who knows how long these 17 seconds are going to take in this one. Let's see where this kick goes. They elected to Coastal elected to re-kick. They took also their final timeout. So they've had a few minutes here to prepare what exactly is about to go down and what we're going to see. They've had a few minutes. So now let's see if they execute on what they think they want to do here. Where's the kick placement going to be? What they want to do in coverage, going into attack this ball wherever it goes. So let's find out right now. Again, they called that timeout. They're elected to re-kick. Let's figure out exactly what goes down. And it's an onside kick. And it is taken in by Caleb Cole for Southern Prep. 15 seconds to work with here for Southern Prep. And again, this final 5-ish minutes, but more like even when we've gotten down to the last minute here of the first half, anything is possible. Real quick, stick with us heading into the half and coming back from half as we have Kate Aitchinson talking to each coach coming in and out of half. That'll be coming for you guys very shortly. Here's some insight about this ball game. But right now we are back on the field, 15 seconds left, and let's see what Southern Prep elects to do right now. Corday William keeps the ball, quarterback keeper, he keeps it, and he's taken down. And they use their final timeout, 8.9. Really, just let's just say 9 seconds left.
Timeout, offense. That is their second of the half.
One more timeout actually in their back pocket. Coaches for Southern Prep yelling out that play call. All the players looking down at their wrists to see which play is going to be called, which play was called, excuse me. Okay, I hear the call from the fans of the Coastal Hurricanes. They wanted that defensive chant to start. Final few seconds here in the first half. Looks like the mothers of some of these players, I can see the last names on their shirts, they want that defensive chant to start rolling right now. They want that Hurricane defense to start warming up, and here we go. Defense is the chant. Southern Prep looking to put some more points on the board in the final 9 seconds here. Snap. Caleb Cole, clean catch. And he takes a big hit, and he's pushing. Oh, they they got their final timeout. They did get that final timeout. What an entertaining. Let's hear it from the ref. There'll be 1 second left. I'm hearing from the ref. Not an official ruling, but I can hear him on the field talking.
Timeout.
The timeout was granted. Says there's 1 second left on the game clock. Yes, the refs are determining if the clock was stopped or the timeout was called in time. They're discussing right now. As you can see them on the right side of your screen. Coastal not too happy about that call there. They really thought the half was over. They thought they got the stop. But right now, let's see what the refs officially grant. And they're going to keep this game going. Let's keep this half going. 1 second left. They have 1 second, one play, And let's see if they close this half, how they've really been rolling all game, that being a lot of scoring. And we have a flag, false start. Still 1 second left. You heard the buzzer, but it's not over.
Ball start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down. David, mark him back.
Be replaying first down. False start on the offense. Not exactly what you want when you're getting very close to the end zone here with 1 second left. You want to get as close as possible to make that final play happen. Or maybe you don't. Maybe you want a little bit of yardage to air that thing out. I don't know. Because if you get too close, some of those passes may go a little too far out of bounds, but you got a little more room. Maybe they like that. Let's find out. Number 40 hustling off the field for the Hurricanes. He gets off in time. Caleb Cole in motion. Corday Williams gets the snap, rolls out to the right side. Hear that buzzer, but they still got this play going. And it is, looks like it's caught, but there is a flag on the play. It is ruled a touchdown on the field. Robinson with the touchdown, but let's find out what this flag is all about. Referees talking to each other, trying to figure out exactly which one. But let's take a listen in and find out exactly what happened. But it is a touchdown ruled on the field. Great catch by Robinson, great diving catch. Great rollout by Williams.
Ineligible receiver downfield against the offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Tough break there for Southern Prep. They're replaying the down. There's 0 seconds left on the clock. They are just going to play this one, and this is going to be the final play no matter what of the first half. And this first half has taken a while, but especially these last couple minutes. Great back and forth football. Caleb Cole in motion. Corday Williams rolls out to the left. It looks like he's going to keep that. He does keep it. Juked to the left, and he is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown. And the way they started this one is the way they end the first half. We have a touchdown, but we do have an injury on the field for Coastal. So we are going to step away real quick. Touchdown for Southern Prep, but we'll be right back with the 2-point conversion. Welcome back to this one, ladies and gentlemen. We have a 2-point conversion attempt being ready to be played. Final play of the first half, 46-28 lead for Southern Prep. But, I mean, for a while there, it looked like Coastal was, I mean, they got this within 10. And then in a matter of 2 minutes, really on the game clock, they are going to attempt to make this a 20-point lead. Let's see what they do right now. Josiah Anderson keeps it. Stumbles in. I mean, he's gotten in all day. No matter what the defense for the Hurricanes have tried to do, Josiah Anderson has found his way into the house. And we are very shortly going to have an interview here with Coach Bell of Southern Prep with Kate Aitchison, our sideline reporter. Very interested to see what he has to say heading into the half, as they got a little bit close there with the Hurricanes, but then they blew that lead right back up to a 20-point lead to close up the half. Looks looks like Kate is ready to hear from Coach Bell. And we're going to send it down to Kate Aitchison, who is on our sideline with Coach Bell.
I am here with head coach Bell to ask some questions about Southern Prep Academy. How do you think that your team's unity is holding up as Coastal stays right on y'all's tail?
Offensively, we're doing good. Defensively, we've had some breakdowns. We've had a couple injuries, and that kind of shuffles some people around. An 8-man ball, that's brutal, but we're doing fine.
Yes, sir. And how are those injuries looking? What are we looking at today?
3 ankle injuries, but we've got a couple of them wrapped up. They'll be back out there.
Good stuff. Good luck today.
Thank you.
And Coach Bell said it absolutely perfectly. Offensively, masterclass. Defensively, they allowed the Hurricanes to get back into this one. But we're going to take a quick break here at halftime, 20 minutes for halftime, and we'll be back after that. But stick with us coming in from the half, as we'll have Kate Aitchison talking to the Hurricanes head coach. just welcome back into the second half of football here. Let's hear from Kate Aitchison, who is here with the Coastal head coach.
I am here with head coach of Coastal, Coach Wood. Coach Wood, I was told if there is no wood, there's no fire burning. How are you getting your team fired up going into the second half?
Well, that last series should get us fired up. That was a completely blown call on the referees. Our concern with that, not only time ran out, but how do you have an offensive play with a man downfield, time ran off the clock. If we accept it, it should be half because the play happened. But we had to decline it. They kept telling us if you decline it, it's an automatic touchdown. Completely blown call. Doesn't take up the fact the other things that we have that happen on defense, but that was an absolute blown call on their part. So that'll be what's going to get us fired up. We're playing Southern Prep and the referees right now, so we're going to go out and make a statement.
Yes, sir. I hope to see you all fired up and get your game together.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kate. And absolutely, you could hear that frustration and fired upness from the Coastal Hurricanes. And let's see if they put that on the field. And let's hear what James Shannon has to say, who's back with us for this episode.
I'm impressed with the dad joke. Not really a joke, but the dad analogy there. Great job by Kate. Yeah, I mean, in the first half,
I wonder who she got it from.
I do wonder. But I mean, he's right. There was stuff at the end of the first half, but all throughout the first half, there's little things that they've got to get right. They've got to be able to execute on the small things. Second half, they've had a chance to cool off a little bit here in halftime. Second half, they're only down by 20, 3 scores technically. Let's see what they can do here in the second half.
And those 3 scores have, I mean, yes, it's 3 scores, but that's not a lot in this game. At the end of the first half, it was going back and forth. At one point, Southern Prep was up 32-8, and see where we are now.
That was going to be my point. It looked like it was out of hand. Coastal's climbed back into this.
Absolutely. Kickoff is right around the corner here. Yes, welcome back into the NHFA Sun Bowl here. Kickoff, and it is tipped, and it is collected by Corday Williams of Southern Prep. The quarterback collects that one.
And just in case you're at home wondering, that is why when you're going to kick an onside, which is what Southern Prep's done a lot of, you put your hands guys. You put your skills guys. People may go, well, I don't want to put my best guys on the field. You have to. They have to be able to get that ball. And on Coastal side, if you're the team receiving what could be an onside, if they're lining up for the onside, you got to put your hands guys up front. You've got to be able to secure that ball because now Southern Prep, yes, they're on their end of the field, but it's only the 45. They are in great field position right now.
It is amazing having a man next to me, talking, and me not just doing like both of these. Awesome. Well, let's have a great second half here. Let's jump right into this.
Look at them coming with the pistol.
Snap. Handed off to no one other than Josiah Anderson. Goes out to the right side. Comes back inside. Goes back. And he's got that straight away. And he's not. They said he stepped out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds.
Right at the camera, right at our sideline camera. Shout out to Theodore Fernandez running that sideline camera. But Anderson, a name that's been called over and over and over again. He's a crucial, critical part of this offense. And it's nice to see him stepping up right off the bat here in the second half and put them inside, right at the edge of the red zone.
Absolutely. Josiah Anderson has been this team's MVP of this game so far. There's 11:24 left here in the third quarter. Just getting started. Caleb Cole catches it.
Pitch reverse.
And he's going to try to get to the end zone, and he keeps going. Gets taken down very close to the end zone on the far side of that field. Looks to be around that 3-ish yard line, give or take.
And great execution. Plays like that, very often there can be a miscommunication, misexecution when there's multiple moving parts. Great job by Southern Prep's offense, clicking on that play. And then you saw him trying to get the edge. Great job on the contain from Coastal. Well, not great job. Good job on the contain. Obviously, you want to push him back inside, not let him keep going outside. On the wide field, it's tough in 8-man, but it can be done. But you still have to be able to push him back inside and let your guys make that tackle there.
Direct snap to Josiah Anderson, and he continues his roll for another touchdown.
That's the kind of drive that when you go, okay, look, we need to start this half. We went into halftime in a good spot, but hey, we have to keep our foot on the pedal. That is the definition of keeping your foot on the pedal. Get the ball back on the onside. Of course, they got a little lucky bounce there. Coastal not able to recover it, but then just down the field, get a big play, and then a couple quick plays, get in the end zone, extend that lead.
Absolutely. Another direct snap to Josiah Anderson. He comes out to the right side. There's a flag on the play. We'll talk about that in a second. He dives in, and as of right now, he does get that 2-point conversion, but there is a flag. Let's hear what it is.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty, retry.
Okay, so take off that 2-point conversion. We're going to retry this one.
And typically when you see a player being able to bounce outside, and not every situation, but on run plays outside, it's tough to not hold because you're trying to, if your guy is on the outside of you, you're trying to move out and keep him from getting your guy. It's tough to not get that hold. You're better off just trying to push that guy out of bounds, let your guy come back inside of you. But sometimes in the heat of the moment, football is a bang-bang sport, and it happens. You hold. It happens.
And after scoring the touchdown, they were getting ready for that 2-point conversion. There's a holding, and they get pushed back.
So now you got a 2-point conversion attempt from the 15-yard line.
Again, a direct snap to Josiah Anderson, but he tosses it to Caleb Cole, two of their best runners, and he gets in. 2-point conversion is good, and it is going to be 56-28 for Southern Prep. We're going to head to break real quick. We'll be right back. 10:55 left in the third quarter. We're just getting started here in the second half. Welcome back in to the second half of football, and we're about to have a kickoff. Southern Prep scored the first touchdown of the half, 56-28, their way. And, what is the call on here? Josiah Anderson keeps the onside kick.
Now we do have a player down at the 50.
We do.
Let's see what the ruling is here because I didn't see him go down, and I thought the ball – did we hit a replay on that? Yeah, I would be interested in whether or not the ball crossed
They're
the
saying
50.
They're saying it's Southern Prep's football, I believe.
Okay, so they're going to say it was touched after the 50. Maybe they were downing it right there where he recovered. I think that's what happened. They downed it right there where he recovered it.
Not letting him continue to run.
I'd be interested in getting clarification on that because I'm pretty sure you could keep running if you recovered it. Maybe I'm incorrect. Completely possible.
But yes, after that touchdown, 4 seconds went down, and yes, it's back to Southern Prep
And
on
this
the offensive side.
This pistol formation working well for Southern Prep with 13 personnel, 2 wide right.
It's handed off to Josiah Anderson. Breaks a few tackles, and he's almost didn't go down, but he does get his legs taken out there.
And the thing that Anderson's doing a great job of course, we're going to give props to the big guys. As a former lineman, a big guy myself, I'm going to give them props. But Anderson and a lot of running backs can't do this. Anderson's doing a great job of finding the hole. He's patient, lets it develop, finding the hole, and accelerating through it. beating that second layer of defense and making it to where the DBs now have to try and make the tackle. Ideally, if you're defense, your linebackers are able to fill the gaps, but he's making it to where even the linebackers miss and the DBs are having to step up. You see Coastal playing a safety right now.
Absolutely. He is making Coastal's life very, very challenging. Let's see where this ball goes now. Caleb Cole in motion, tosses it to him, and he does get taken down rather easily.
It's tough on those sweep plays. I mean, if you've ever played Madden and trying to run a sweep play, you know what I'm talking about. Just to try and get your block set up correctly and then be able to turn up the field and find that hole. It's difficult. You know, great teams can execute it, and even then, sometimes they struggle. That play is one of the most difficult to execute, and you see it right there, just a short game. I mean, it is a 4-yard game, but a little bit shorter game than they've been getting all game.
Motion again for Cole. Anderson takes the handoff, and it's about one of the first times today where he does not make too much ground. And one thing I find interesting, he only has on the season 668 yards rushing. I mean, today looks like he probably have over 1,000 yards on the season. So it's very interesting to see their game plan really open up with Josiah Anderson.
Well, what's the quote, Alex? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if you find something that works, every opponent's going to be a little bit different. If you find something that works, and in the last game, it was Corday Williams carrying the ball over and over and over again, the game against River Oaks. Now, they lost in that one, but they were able to score and keep their offense moving with that. Today, it's been Josiah Anderson. And you know what? If he's working and he's able to beat this defense over and over again, you got to keep working him. Give him a breather, but keep working him.
Absolutely. Speaking of Williams, he keeps it. Let's see if his rushing attack can get going, and it doesn't. He gets taken down by the ankles there from Coastal.
Great shoestring tackle there by Coastal. That's going to be number 23. I don't have a number. Maybe that wasn't 23. But regardless, great shoestring tackle here on the right-hand side. Again, Williams trying to get outside. Defender able to close, shut it down right there.
Fourth down, direct snap to Anderson, and he's going to do what he's been doing all day. Oh, he almost breaks free on the left side. Almost. He would have had that whole left side to get to the end zone, but he gets his ankles taken out there by Coastal. Great defensive play. And we have a turnover heading. Oh.
No, it is a first down.
It is a first
the
down.
chains just hadn't moved.
First down. The chains just did not move. .804 left here in the third quarter. Kind of moving a little slow.
The pace has slowed down a little bit, but obviously it was breakneck at the end of the first half, and that's just how it is.
Flag on the play.
We're going to get a sideline warning here. Coach Wood communicating with the White Hat.
And you are correct, James.
And I'm sorry. I was just going to say, after the way the first half ended.
Unsportsmanlike against the defense. Half the distance to the goal. First down.
And you could sense the frustration from Coach Wood there in the interview with Kate right before we started the second half. The way the first half ended, right or wrong, I'm not going through that. There is frustration, and you could see it there with the official.
Handed off to Jace Knight. He's been a little quiet. Or excuse me.
I was about to say that's
yeah. Handed off to Dylan Smith.
Yeah.
Dylan Smith, Jace Knight, member of the Hurricanes.
And I wouldn't be surprised, Alex, if right here you're going to see Southern Prep start rotating and circulating. And last game of the year for them, they're going to try to get their young guys in that they weren't able to get in the River Oaks game because of the dogfight that it was, now up 28, potentially more.
Great point there. Let's see how that plays out. And quarterback Corday Williams keeps it, but he is swarmed by the Hurricanes.
And something the Hurricanes are going to have to keep in mind, and at some point you've got to be a leader and step up and say this. You've got the frustration from your coach. You got the frustration from your parents, but players on the field, those players aren't doing anything. Southern Prep players aren't doing – they're not, they're just trying to play ball. Coastal's just trying to play ball. Somebody's got to step up on – I would say on the Coastal side and say, hey, look, you saw it on the tackle. Tackle, guys down, extra little shove. That's unnecessary in the game of football, and I'm not – a lot of people do it, and I'm just saying in general it's uncalled for.
Corday bumps into his teammate, and tough pass there. That was kind of a broken play right off the bat. He bumps into Dylan Smith when he was taking the ball back.
And there was some great pressure there by Coastal in the face of Williams while he's trying to get the ball off. Resulted in a Duck Dynasty favorite and just short of the guy.
It is going to be third down here for Southern Prep. They've had this ball for a very long time.
Coming up on 5.5 minutes.
If I'm not mistaken, this is only the second drive of the game, like in total. Like the Hurricanes had a drive, Southern Preps had a drive.
Yeah, it is the second drive, so they wouldn't have had it 5.5. But yeah, doing a good job of burning the clock, and it's really just keeping the ball on the ground. They only attempted the one pass in the end zone just now. Everything else has been just ground and pound.
It has, and so far in the last couple plays here, the Hurricanes have seemed to respond with the intensity to stop them.
You know, it's interesting, both of these teams, Southern Prep coming out of the AISA, Coastal coming out of the SIFA. Of course, Southern Prep had to play teams like they played Evangel Christian Montgomery last week in the playoffs. I'll finish my thought here in a second.
Williams throws it up. Tough pass there, incomplete. He was looking for Robinson on that one, but never really got too close to him.
But Southern Prep playing teams like Evangel Christian Montgomery, Cornerstone Christian Columbiana, who's playing for the AISA Championship next Thursday. You've also got Springwood School, who were the number 2 seed, just got upset by Macon East Academy last Thursday night. So Macon East and Cornerstone are going to play. So Southern, and they're really good teams. Like the AISA had a really good top 3, maybe top 4. And so Southern Prep has had this level of competition. And then you've got Coastal, who's got the Pack Panthers, who are playing for a D1 championship in their conference. They've got GSIC, Georgia School for Innovation and Classics. A good team this year, played for their championship. Even the Augusta Eagles have had issues and struggles this year and injuries, but they're a good team. Both of these teams have had to play some really good ball teams. And so, you know, that just helps you get better. The better competition you play, the better it helps you get.
And just like that, the Hurricanes have the ball, and that's that passing attack we have been looking for. He throws it up, but it's incomplete. Looking for Josh Ashton Millage. That's been they haven't passed the ball too much today, but that's kind of been the trend. Incomplete balls, miscommunication. Right there is just a tough catch that was not caught.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
But they do get one going their way with the PI there. And we're going to move this ball up. 5:46 left on the clock. 56-28 lead for Southern Prep. First down, third quarter here. And this quarter's kind of been moving a little slowly. It's starting to pick up a little bit. Puts his guy, number 21, in motion. Hands it off. And a couple yards gained there for the Hurricanes. Max Boggs takes it a few yards. They've been kind of alternating a little bit, hand off, different players. Never like on the other side, Southern Prep, it's been Josiah Anderson, ground and pound pretty much this whole game. Mix it up a little bit, but for the Hurricanes, they've handed it off to a pretty good mix of players.
Well, and sometimes when you get in a situation like this where you're down by quite a bit, you're just trying to find a spark. You're trying to find that thing that works, and this might be what it takes for Coastal. Just you got to find what works.
Colin Wood calling out some defensive things there, but he hands it off. Trying to fight for some yards there, Millage, but not much gained. And right now, the Hurricanes' offense is not really moving the way they would like to see, especially being down 56-28.
I would say I would be interested to see Coastal start airing it out a little bit more because that is the strength of their offense. It's the strength of their team. Just you got to keep taking shots. Even if you got to go 4 wide, just start taking shots.
Absolutely. Definitely the strength of their team for sure. Over 2,000 yards passing.
There you go.
For Wood, and there we go, but incomplete. And we see no flag on the play. So
I love the no call there. Both young men playing the football, both going up for it, looking at the quarterback. A lot of times your PI is going to be called when your DB isn't looking at the ball. They're not playing the ball. They're trying to stop the guy from catching it. Great job there. Number 4 is – sorry, I don't have the roster on me for Southern Prep. Number 4 for Southern Prep is Kendarian Robinson, and a great job by the young man to play the ball, break up the pass, and keep his team in a good position to where they don't lose you penalty yardage from a simple mistake.
Absolutely, and the punt is on its way. Looks like Caleb Cole is going to let that one go, and it goes out of bounds. And Southern Prep's going to be right up.
Around the 43-yard line, and honestly, Alex, for Southern Prep here in the second half, you look at the field starting position here on the field, the 45, the 50, the 45, about the 48, and now the 43. So they're starting their drives from around midfield, and that's a big part of their success. They're not having to drive the length of the field. They're only having to go half of the field, and really that it's a benefit. It's definitely a benefit.
Definitely a great point there. They haven't really had too many times where they've had to really try hard to get upfield. They've started with great field position, absolutely. Corday Williams and Josiah Anderson communicating with each other, getting lined up, but he sends Josiah Anderson out, and he is by himself in the backfield. Shotgun, takes the snap. Tosses it out to Robinson. First tackle missed. Has some space. Can get those legs moving, get that speed working. Misses another one. And he gets taken down around the 15 there. Great catch and run by Kendarian Robinson.
As defensive back, that's one of the toughest assignments, parts of your job. It's not just playing the football like we were talking about earlier,
right,
but it's making the open field tackles. If you get beat or if your guy has the ball, you've got to be able to stop him right there. It's one of the hardest parts about playing DB. That's why even as a big guy, I have a lot of respect for guys that play DB that are especially are facing good receivers.
And hands it off to Josiah Anderson, and he's taken down rather awkwardly there. And a little slow to get up, but he does get up. And he seems to be doing all right on that one. But yeah, taken down a little awkwardly there. Try to get that power going, but gets stopped by the Hurricanes. Looks like Coach Bell is coming out to talk to the Whitecap. Maybe a few questions on something that was called or the last play there. About 3:40 left here in the third quarter, 56-28 lead for Southern Prep. And they're driving down this field, and James mentioned a point earlier. Great point. They're starting with great field position. There really hasn't been too many times where they've had to really work their way upfield. They've started around the 50-yard line, give or take, on each side of it. And they started with that again on this drive, and they're working their way very close to the end zone, roughly around that 15-yard line, and we're ready to get back into the play. Williams communicating with his linemen, wide receivers, his running back Josiah Anderson. And it looks like there's still some miscommunication going down on the field with the referees. They are coming to talk to each other. But yes, if you're just joining us today, welcome into the NHFA Sun Bowl here, our first of 2 consolation games for you guys, brought to you by 8-Man Extreme. We're here for you guys. Hopefully you're enjoying this broadcast.
Illegal substitution against the defense. 5-yard penalty added to the end of the run. We're still going to have first down.
And after all that talk, that is what's been the stoppage.
And not just a consolation game, and I love what they've done with this, turning the consolation games into bowl games and giving it a little bit of a positive spin. That way the team that wins, yeah, the first round didn't go your way, but you handle business in game 2, and you have some hardware to take back home with you.
Absolutely. Robinson gets the ball pitched to him, and jumps a little.
That was an awkward landing for Robinson.
Awkward landing, yes.
He's going to need a chiropractor after that one.
For sure.
I'm looking around to see if we have any ad banners here at the field for chiropractors.
So we got quite a few.
I know there's quite a few in PCB, but he might need that's going to hurt in the morning. When he wakes up in the barracks in the morning, it's going to hurt.
Absolutely.
But a great run by the young man, and honestly a great stop from Coastal as well.
For sure. I mean, they're getting to the end zone, and Coastal is doing all their best to try not to let them in. Back in. Direct snap to Josiah Anderson, not the first time we've seen that. And also, it is not going to be the first time he gets stopped. Not many times, but definitely not the first time he's been stopped today.
Great job from the defense. I love the fact that they're still playing hard. They're still, they're still giving it all they've got. Because we talked about earlier, for Southern Prep, it's the last game of the season. For Coastal, it's the last game of the season for them as well. Now, some of the young men on both sides, they'll go play in Gatlinburg at the All-American Bowl up in Rocky Top Sports World coming up in December. I believe it's December 16th is the date of the games. But of these young men, this is their last opportunity really to play with each other and play as a unit, and they're leaving it on the field right now. Shout out to Mr. Andrew Capps, who coordinates the whole event, RockyTopSportsWorld.com.
And Josiah Anderson does not just run the ball, he can throw the ball as well. Touchdown for Southern Prep. That one was Roman Dowson.
Great
Thank you, James.
Great job. He was just roaming free in the end zone. Ball gets tipped, and he's in a position to grab it. Great snag there. Correction, Gatlinburg is December 14th.
Yes.
Is the day of the games, the All-American Bowl and the Rising Stars game. But great job there by Dowson to haul that ball in.
Absolutely. And Josiah Anderson does not just run or catch. But right now, he is going to run again. And he doesn't get in. The last few attempts for Josiah Anderson, he's gotten stopped. And we're going to head to break real quick. 1:50 left in the third quarter. It is a 62-28 lead for Southern Prep. See you soon. And welcome back in to the second half of football here in Vernon, Florida. Currently a 62-28 lead for Southern Prep. And the clock is continuously rolling now as Mercy Rule is into effect. Southern Prep kicks it off. Another onside kick. Takes a bounce, takes another one, but it is taken in by Coastal, but a big hit by Southern Prep.
Right around the 42-yard line, and that's going to be number 32 from Coastal. With the recovery, Jan with the recovery. And a great job. Just, hey, listen, first line didn't grab it. Next man up, grab the ball to close out the third quarter.
Absolutely. And it looks like the teams are just going to let the clock roll out here in the third quarter. And Southern reporter Kate Aitchison is ready
for the third quarter.
And Southern reporter
It looks as though Southern Prep has continued to pull ahead. They truly are staying cool, calm, and collected and working as a team. I spoke to Coach Bell before the game, and he told me that he's confident and they're playing against a pass game team, and that seems to be true. Coastal is struggling to get into their groove, and they're still struggling on their defense working together, but they continue pushing, and I can hear them on the sidelines talking each other up.
Thank you very much, Kate. And absolutely, it looks like Coastal is still trying to fight, but they're down in this one. And we'll be right back and head break. Start of the fourth quarter up next. Welcome back in. Fourth quarter of football just starting, and the Hurricanes are starting their drive, and they get a few yards on that one. Max Boggs with the run.
I want to give a shout out to Southern Prep there. I believe I was 17 with the tackle, maybe. I think we don't have a replay. I did not catch the number of the young man that made that tackle, but if you're watching this back and that was you that made the tackle, I want to give you props. That was textbook tackle, shoulder into thigh pads, and drop them. Perfect.
Just like they teach the kids. And Coastal is ready. Colin Wood drops back. Maybe penalty? No call.
Incidental, and I want to get a replay on that. Incidental contact, great no call from the official, in my opinion. Let's see if we can. And I don't think we're going to get a replay on it, but I will say incidental up there. I got the end of the play, incidental contact, little incidental trip up. Both of them again playing the football. And that's what happened there.
It's a hard line to play there, though, to figure out if it's actually pass interference or not. Colin Wood and his offense getting ready. Interesting formation there by the Hurricanes.
That's a max protect there, Alex, and it's going to.
Tough drop there by Ashton Millage. Couple times today for him.
That's a max protect. You're going to use your running backs and your halfbacks to help fill any gaps that that your offensive line may have. And the two guys on the end, as you saw, those are the guys going out for the pass. It's something they're trying to do to help slow down and stop the bleeding a little bit in terms of the blitz that Colin Wood is dealing with right now.
Wide receivers at the top and bottom of your screen. Colin Wood not getting helped in the backfield there all by himself. Takes a snap. And what a catch.
What
a little behind him, but
grab.
a great grab there by Coastal's Tristan Yan. Great grab. If we can get a replay on that one, a little bit behind him, but he brings that one in. Clock still running here in Vernon. Mercy rule in effect. 9:05 left in the fourth quarter. 62-28. And Colin Kolsmy going under center in this one. Not too many times today we have seen this. And he hands it off, but immediately swarmed by Southern Prep.
He got dropped like a bad habit, Alex. I mean, that was great execution by that defense to get in the backfield, stop the ball carrier, handle business. Handle business.
Like a bad habit. I like that one. Colin Cole came to the sideline to talk to his coaches. And he's going to head back out there. Relay that information.
That was a bigger hit than fill in the blank with the last #1 song on the Billboard charts.
And Colin Wood is going to be back under there. And he looks for his wide receiver, Millage. And it's caught.
Wow.
Tipped and caught. Gets that one in there, and we have a touchdown for the Hurricanes. A much-needed touchdown, a very, very slow second half.
And nothing wrong with the execution there by Williams, who was on the coverage #2. But Ashton Millage, what a job going and getting the ball, his concentration, his focus, tip it up, tip drill to himself, puts Coastal back into the end zone, and, just tack another one on there. Ashton Millage, only a junior, so he's going to come back next year. If he comes back to the team, he's going to come back, and he's going to be a big contributor, even more so, I think, than he was this year.
Absolutely. What a great tip.
It'll be huge.
Great tip, and then being able to keep your eyes on the ball. Nice and fresh in there, James. Snap to Wood. Looking, tough one there, and it's intercepted by Caleb Cole.
Yep, cannot return.
And they cannot return those ones, but he would love to. You see him still going down the field.
And NFHS rules.
He may just bring that one back.
He needs to come back and bring the ball back. NFHS rules, you cannot return an extra point there in high school football.
Absolutely. And we're going to send this one to break here. 6:50 in the fourth quarter left. 62-34. Southern Prep holds a convincing lead in this one. Welcome back into the fourth quarter here, Coastal, and we have an immediate flag on the play.
It's going to be a false start on the return team.
Illegal substitution against the kicking team. Be a 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Oh, well, missed it by that much.
Just a little bit, but that is a mental mistake there. Can't have those.
It's a coaching error, and I don't want to call out any of the coaches, but I don't think that's a mistake on the players. But hey, I'm not going to go into that. It's just little things to clean up.
And we have the re-kick here. It's tipped, but it is almost grabbed in by Southern Prep.
Coastal's got it.
Ultimately, yes, sir. Ultimately gathered in by Coastal.
And who else? Colin Wood.
Yep,
you put your hands team on the field when you're going to kick a onside kick. Let them go get the ball. They got a lucky bounce off of the Southern Prep player, and he was able to grab the ball.
I believe earlier in the game you were saying the same thing about Southern Prep putting their hands.
You got to put your hands team on if you're going to be kicking the onside kick in case something happens with the return team.
Absolutely. And we do have a rolling clock here, but hey, we've seen crazier things happen. They get down the field quick, put us another score on the board. Onside kick it again, but we got to start off with this first. Let's see how this goes down.
Got him.
Flag on the not even on the play before the play even starts.
Encroachment, defense, 5-yard penalty, replay first down.
Replay first down it is.
Can't listen to the cadence. You got to watch that football.
Handoff. And a good push, a good reach there by 87 Max Boggs.
Love the reach, and that's what gives them the first down. Him getting that ball across the 50-yard line. Well, they're going to spot it back at the 49, but they're still going to say it was a first down. But great effort. That's what I'm shouting out, the effort by the young man.
Absolutely. Defense all ready to go. Offense still in the huddle, just broke it. And Colin Wood is getting ready for another play here with his offense. Looking for 83, throws it up to him, and just misses Logan Wood.
And we have a flag on the backside of the play. Let's wait and see what it is.
Pass interference, defense, 15-yard penalty, first down.
So they're going to say there was a little extracurricular on that one. I didn't see anything, but of course the official's closer to the play. He's going to be the one to actually see any contact and any infraction there.
Colin Wood takes a snap, hands it off to Boggs. Another flag on the play. Flag's flying. And he's taken down.
Calling it's either going to be a legal formation or a legal substitution.
All right.
Or sideline warning, one of the three.
All right.
Nah.
0 for 3, James.
Yep, my mistake. Got a little speaker time here. Real quick, Alex, I want to roll through. We've been given the list of the All-Stars for the Sun Bowl here from Coastal and Southern Prep. This is the 2024 NHFA 8-man All-Stars for the Sun Bowl. We'll do this play real quick.
Boggs again. And pretty much not much gained there.
It's funny you mentioned Boggs. That's going to be the first guy from Coastal, Max Boggs. Josh Millage, Colin Wood, and Adley Moore are your all-stars for the Coastal Hurricanes. For Southern Prep, a name we're very familiar with, Josiah Anderson.
Absolutely.
Brandon Bell, Caleb Cole, and Corday Williams are your all-stars for the Sun Bowl and for the tournament from both of these teams. So congratulations to those young men.
Cole gives it to Ashton Millage. And good catch there.
He's going to get down to the 30-yard line.
Timeout, offense.
Timeout called by Coastal. Minute 23 left. And in a moment like this, James, obviously, probably, almost impossible to come back in this one. What's the point of the call of timeout?
Give your guys a breather. Obviously, you got a running clock, so that's one of the only things that can stop that running clock is calling a timeout. But you got something going down the field. You've had a couple good plays. Ashton Millage with the catch there. And so you want to give your guys a chance to breathe and say, hey, look, you know what? Let's punch it in one more time. Let's get a game plan together, and let's punch it in one more time. Let's end this. If they get the touchdown and 2-point, it would be a 20-point game. It's respectable. I could give them that. It's respectable. By the way, 96 points scored in this game so far.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we get over
And
100.
and it's really just about the matchups, Alex. You get 96 points scored in this one. The other night, 30-23, only 53 points scored in that one, and we've had even lower scores than that.
Looks like it's going to be a direct snap to Ashton Millage, and it is. Rolls out to the left, trying to make something happen, but he stepped out of bounds. I believe that's what the call is there. And we get another called timeout. They really want to get this one in the end zone.
Timeout offense. That's their second of the half.
Coastal bound and determined. They're going to punch this ball in, and Ashton Millage trying to get to the stay in the bounds. He may have been trying to get out of bounds as well. It may have been brought down in bounds. That's why they had to burn the timeout. Thinking about it, he may have been trying to get out of bounds.
Absolutely.
Well, we've got a great matchup coming up, Alex, at the 1 o'clock game. It's going to be the East Central Patriots taking on the Tennessee Heat.
The Victory Bowl.
In the Victory Bowl, also the first ever matchup between these two teams. They've never played. They have several familiar opponents, but they themselves have never played. I'm super excited for that one. That's coming up at 1 o'clock. At 4 p.m., you're going to have the Division II championship, River Oaks and Southern Christian, another first-time matchup, and I got the opportunity to sit down with both coaches, and then Jaden Williams.
Jaden Dan.
Not Jaden Daniels. I think it was Jaden Williams. I apologize, young man. I'm not remembering your last name at the moment. I know his name was Jaden. And then over on the Southern Christian side, we had Jagger. I think it's Jagger Scott.
Hey, Jaden Williams
Got it. Sorry, go ahead.
Jaden Daniels not a bad guy to be compared to. And throw there. Ashton Millage again with the catch. And we have another called timeout.
Got the opportunity to talk to both those coaches and both
Timeout,
those
offense. That is their last of the half.
both those coaches and both those young men yesterday on Extreme Talk, which you can listen to right here. You can actually watch the show yesterday right here on our YouTube channel. And then in the main event, 7 p.m., Pack Panthers, Freedom Cowboys. The season's going to end how it began. Two great ball teams. And I also got the chance to sit down with Coach Kyle Collins, Coach Tim Yeomans, Kyler Barkley, and Eli Carr, each respectively playing for Freedom and Pack. And so I had a great conversation with all four coaches, all four young men, and you can watch all of it right here on 8-Man Extreme Talk, the live show from yesterday. So good stuff to listen to, catch up on as you get ready for the game. Maybe you're piddling around the house on a Saturday. You know, college football just isn't doing it for you. Turn that on. Listen to these guys talk. I thought Coach Collins had the best response of the whole day yesterday to a question.
Check out Extreme Talk. Great.
I'm just going to give you the teaser. I'm not going to tell you what he said.
Right, you got to check it out for yourself. Handoff there, and not much going, but the coaches for the Hurricanes are telling them, get on the ball. They want to get this one in the end zone. They want to make that final score look a little bit more respectable.
No timeouts for the Hurricanes.
Wood with the snap, Wood with the throw, and it is great defense there by Caleb Cole for Southern Prep. And Coastal is telling them, get this thing rolling, get this thing rolling. But
Yeah, the clock does not stop on the incompletion, so
No.
they got the last play right here if they can get the ball. I mean,
Not-
you might as well spike it.
doesn't seem like a lot of urgency there by Coastal. But hands it off. And can this final play get into the end zone? It does not. And we have a final one here in Vernon, Florida, 62-34. James, some quick thoughts here on this one.
Southern Prep came out and they bounced back from a tough loss to River Oak School on Thursday, and they're going to walk away with a trophy and be able to call themselves the Sun Bowl champions with the trip to Florida. So congratulations to them. And in terms of Coastal, look, you came out and you played some good ball teams, and you now know what it's going to take to get to that upper level, the level that Pack's at, playing for Division I championship the last 2 seasons.
Absolutely, and they lost. Absolutely, and they lost 34-0.
Camera
in
two.
their first-
Are we going
But
camera
let's
two?
send it down to Kate Aitchison, who's
Just
with
fine.
Coach Bell.
I am here with Coach Bell after a huge victory. Tell me how you and your team are feeling.
Well, obviously pretty good for the bounce back. Of course, I had a talk there at halftime about playing better defense, and I think we stepped up and did it.
Yes, sir. What players did you see mentorship and leadership when it came to hard work ethic, grit, and avoiding conflict on your team?
Well, Corday Williams, obviously, I mean, he's doing everything right. School and football field, everything that we do. I mean, that's my number one guy, I guess.
Yes, sir. Any last words for this season?
Go Rangers.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Go Rangers is correct as they win this one convincingly 62-34, and a great point there by Coach Bell. They came up and showed today a tough loss in the first one here in Florida, but they came out today. They did what they needed to do. They weren't talking. In this first game in Florida, there was a lot of talking back and forth. They kept their mouth shut, and they executed on the field, and they win this one in Florida. Stick with us on our second broadcast of the day, coming up very shortly of our consolation games. The Victory Bowl is coming up next. Thank you very much. Signing off from Vernon, Florida for right now.